Do you have like a favorite book that you like to read in Greek specifically? So maybe not like your favorite New Testament book, but like for Greek, is there a favorite one that you have to read through?
You're talking about within the New Testament or outside the New Testament or just
I guess any of them. Yeah,
yeah.
anything.
I mean, the main reason I read Greek is, I offer a doctoral seminar where we read some of Josephus and Philo and the apostolic fathers and all that. But the main reason I'm reading Greek is to read the inspired words of the apostles.
Yeah.
So, I I don't know. It'd be hard to choose. I do love. I love reading through Matthew. I think Matthew is beautiful, and um, I guess I feel close to whatever I'm working on sometimes. So I've recently did Revelation. So I'm thinking about that, taught a class on that. I'm going through John now in recording. So I don't know. That'd be like asking someone, what are your favorite children? Which of your children are your favorite ones?
Yeah.
I don't know that if you have an answer to that, it might not be good. I don't know. Yeah.
Which book in the New Testament do you find the most difficult? Personally?
Oh, probably, Hebrews or Second Peter, something like that. Yeah, just where in Hebrews you have the order sometimes is kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hyperbaton.
We're talking about order. One student asked, would you consider Greek a verb subject object language or a subject verb object language?
Well, it's traditionally labeled a VSO language, right? Verb, subject, object, but there's a lot of variation from that, especially because Greek doesn't have to, verbs don't have to have subjects explicitly stay. They're included in the ending. So that kind of changes the equation a little bit. But it is, but it's VSO with a lot of qualifications, I guess we could say. But in Hebrews, and again in the daily dose, if you go up to the little search bar and you type in hyperbaton, 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 this is something the ancient Greeks talked about. They saw as beautiful when you have two elements within a clause or phrase that are normally close together and you move them away from each other. It was seen as a beautiful way of stitching, creating these colons, these units that were nice oral units. But to us, it just seems rather convoluted. It's like mixing stuff together. I remember hearing Mark Strauss. He was critiquing a very formally equivalent word for word translation. He's like, I was curious, what did they do in Hebrews? Because how can you keep that word order and what can you do? And he said, I went to it. It was beautifully done because they deviated from their normal philosophy and it had to be more functionally equivalent just to translate it into English.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's when we're learning rules for a language, it's easy to forget that, people are naturally speaking this way. So like when we say something in English or Spanish or something, there are multiple ways to say the same thing. And we have different styles of talking the same way. So, so that's helpful. All right. Just a fun question. What is your favorite letter of the Greek alphabet?
I'm not sure, but I do think it's kind of cool that Omicron and Omega, if you think about it, a lot of students don't realize this, it's Omicron, little o, and Omega, big O. That's what the letters mean, little o and big O. And I've always thought that would be a nice name for a comic strip or a cereal, a breakfast cereal in Greek. Get your Omega cereal, your big O cereal, something like that.
Well, that's your next merchandise for Daily Dose.
That's right. That's right.
The daily dose of Omega cereal.
Oh, look what I found outside my office today. I see Jonathan Algren's on this. He's always coming up with these. We got these Daily Dose keychains now. Now look at that. Look at that. Yeah, and we have the Hebrew ones as well. So he's always experimenting with these. I think this next year we're gonna do Christmas ornament, some kind of Christmas ornament, maybe.
Nice.
'Cause
A
we
big,
do, we,
a big picture of your face on a
no,
globe.
no, definitely not. But we do have the awesome mugs here, which you can get through the bookstore. I get no money for them. I just delight in we're a club of people who read Greek and Hebrew, and then the Hebrew one I think is really cool. My wife likes this one, so
They are nice mugs. They are nice mugs. I like. So, have you? This is gonna lead into another question, but have you taught your kids Greek?
well, my two oldest daughter, all the daughters went to classical school,
Okay.
up through Chloe and Sarbeth up through 8th grade, and Annabelle up through 6th grade. And the or 5th grade or 6th grade, I can't remember. There's so many kids around. But Chloe and Sarbeth both had 2 years of Koine Greek at the Latin school, and they used the Croy textbook, which is a very good textbook. It's a master's level textbook. The readings in the Septuagint. Honestly, when they finished their course in 8th grade, I would have put them up against any one of our students,
Yeah,
and they
you're
probably
getting
would
through
have
the Croy
smoked them.
textbook.
Yeah,
You're
because they
doing-
spent 2 years studying it.
Yeah.
But they're also teenage girls, okay? And it's kind of like, uh, you know, when they're not required to do it anymore, as much as I try and encourage, it's not, they don't want to.
Yeah.
I hope that they return to it someday, but they, as long as they're reading the Bible, that's what if they're reading the Bible in English, I'm happy with them reading the Bible in English. But yeah, it was one time, not after they finished and they were sort of, leaving it, and they could tell I felt sad. One Christmas, Sarah Beth gave me a coupon book, like, I'll read the Greek New Testament with you this many times. Oh, thank you. What a wonderful gift for your father.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think there's an age like too young to teach kids Greek?
No, if you have kids and you've used any mnemonic devices around them, they're like sponges or tape recorder. You sing the Greek alphabet or you have your kid trapped in the car and you play the Greek alphabet and the speaker, and it's just a matter of 3 or 4 times and they're singing it. So I do think kids just memorize things, songs especially. So yeah, I think that's great if you can do that. Not that everyone has to do that, but if you want to, especially homeschooling people, if they want to teach their kids, if you go to the website beginninggreek.com, we have a lot of songs on there. I think they're real catchy. They're well done. You can use some of those to help them memorize. And